All right, let's get into it. We're going to tackle a huge question today. Where does Bitcoin actually meet the real world? Forget the price charts for a minute, because we're diving into the practical, hands-on ways you can actually spend it.
So you've got some Bitcoin, right? That's awesome. But then comes the big question. Maybe it's not $1 million question. Maybe it's more like a $10 coffee question. Where can you actually use it? It's a super common frustration. And you know what? Today, we're going to solve that.
It's funny. The biggest challenge for a lot of people isn't understanding what Bitcoin is anymore. Nope. It's what you might call the last mile problem. It's that final gap, right? The one between owning this cool digital thing and, well, using it for normal everyday stuff, like buying a new gadget, grabbing movie tickets, or even booking a vacation.
So, how do we cross that gap? Well, our first stop is all about something I like to call the universal bridge. These are services that literally connect the Bitcoin world to the regular stores you and I use every single day. We call these things gateway services. And honestly, the best way to think of them is like translators. They take your Bitcoin and they turn it into a language that stores like, say, Home Depot or Amazon already speak fluently, gift cards, and prepaid credit. So let's check out two of the biggest names in this game, BitPay and BitRefill. Okay, let's kick things off with BitPay. This platform is kind of like a two-for-one deal. It's a directory to find businesses, but it's also a huge gift card marketplace. And when I say huge, I mean it. We are talking about a catalog of over 250 brands that you can tap into with your Bitcoin. That's a lot of options. This is where BitPay really makes Bitcoin super practical. You can get digital gift cards sent to you instantly, which is perfect for that last-minute spontaneous shopping trip. They also have these cool boost promotions that give you a little extra value. And, this is a big one, they support the Lightning Network, which means your transactions are going to be super fast and really cheap. Okay, here's the serious pro tip for you. Before you buy anything on BitPay, always check for those boost offers. Seriously. A little bit of clicking around can stretch your Bitcoin's buying power in a really significant way. We're talking an extra 5, maybe 10%. That adds up. All right, let's hop over to our next gateway, BitRefill. This one takes the whole idea and just levels it up. So yeah, BitRefill also has a massive catalog. Think Amazon, Walmart, all the big names. But its absolute killer feature, you can buy prepaid Visa cards with your Bitcoin. Let me say that again, prepaid Visa cards. This is a total game changer. So how do you make the most of this incredible tool? It's actually pretty simple. If you need to shop online, like right now, grab the digital Visa card. It's immediate. But if you're planning a trip to a physical store, just make sure you order the physical card a bit ahead of time. That's it. With that one little strategy, the entire Visa network is basically yours to use. Okay, so let's put them side by side real quick. When should you use which? Well, think of BitPay as your go-to for finding merchants who take Bitcoin directly and for hunting down those awesome boost deals on gift cards. BitRefill, though, that's the ultimate bridge. With their prepaid Visa cards, you can spend your Bitcoin pretty much anywhere and everywhere.
Okay, so gateways are awesome, they're super powerful, but what if you want to cut out the middleman completely? Let's take a look at the growing list of big-name companies where you can actually pay with Bitcoin straight up right at the checkout. First up, we've got a true pioneer in the space, Newegg. And for all you tech enthusiasts out there, this is huge. I mean, you can buy PC parts, new laptops, all kinds of electronics, and pay directly with Bitcoin. Just a quick heads up though, for now, this only works on their desktop website, not the app. And listen, here is an absolutely essential tip. When you go to pay, you'll see a BitPay invoice with a 15-minute timer. And trust me, that timer can be stressful if the Bitcoin network is moving slow. The pro move here, use the Lightning Network. It's going to make your payment settle almost instantly, and you completely avoid that dreaded timeout screen. All right, we're going from computer chips to tortilla chips, from hardware to Hollywood. AMC Theaters, yes, the movie theater, has integrated Bitcoin payments. You can buy your tickets and your popcorn on their website and their app. It's just a perfect example of Bitcoin becoming part of mainstream entertainment. And, yep, you still get your AMC Stubs loyalty points. Want to have the smoothest movie night ever? Here's how you do it. Do everything in one shot. Use the app to buy your tickets and pre-order your concessions, your popcorn, your drink, the whole thing. That way, one single Bitcoin transaction covers your entire evening. So easy.
Okay, next up, let's talk about getting out of town. Let's talk travel. Traveled.com is basically a full-blown travel agency built from the ground up for crypto users. We're talking over 3 million travel products worldwide. You can book flights, hotels, you name it, and pay directly with Bitcoin. They've even got their own internal wallet, which makes payments instant and totally fee-free. And for anyone who travels a lot, this is the key. This is the hack. If you load up your Travala wallet with some Bitcoin before you start searching, you make the whole process a breeze. Booking becomes just a simple click of a button. You get to completely bypass those variable network fees and the waiting times every single time you book something. Super efficient. All right, so we've covered the big online players. But what about, the real world? The coffee shop down the street or that little boutique in your neighborhood? Let's bring it local and talk about spending Bitcoin in actual physical stores. For that, you need to meet BTC Map. This thing is it's a beautiful project. It's totally open source and completely community-driven. The goal is simple, but it's massive: to map every single brick-and-mortar business on the planet that accepts Bitcoin. It's not some corporate directory. It's a living, breathing map that's powered by people just like you and me. Now, because it's a community tool, here's a super important piece of advice. Seriously, don't skip this. Before you actually go to a place you find on the map, click on its details and check the date it was last verified. A 5-second check can save you a wasted trip and make sure everything goes smoothly when you get there.
Okay, so let's take a step back for a second. We've looked at gateways, direct payments with huge online stores, and even local maps. So when we zoom out, what does all of this tell us about the bigger picture? What does it say about the future of commerce?
Well, the first thing is that the ecosystem is it's growing, it's expanding, and it's not just about buying stuff anymore. We're talking about foundational services of the internet itself. Take Namecheap, for example. It's a huge domain registrar, and they've been accepting Bitcoin for years. You can literally build your own corner of the internet, your own website, and pay for it with crypto. So what does this trend really mean? I think it boils down to 3 key things. First, accessibility is exploding. Bitcoin is becoming usable in way more places than ever before. Second, the practical tools you need to do this, they already exist. They're here, they're easy to use. And third, and this might be the most important, when giants like Newegg and AMC jump in, it sends a massive signal to every other business out there. It says, hey, this is real, this is happening. Okay, so what are your next steps? What can you do right now after this is over? Number 1, explore. Seriously, just open up BTC Map or the BitPay directory and browse around. See what's near you. You might be surprised. Number 2, use the gateways. Give Bitrefill a try and bridge that gap to one of your favorite brands that isn't on board yet. And finally, number 3, advocate. Speak up. Let your favorite local coffee shop or store know that you'd love to pay with Bitcoin. Customer demand is the single most powerful force for change. The tools are here, the network is growing, the real-world Bitcoin economy is ready when you are.